Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Well, when President Obama eased trade and travel restrictions to Cuba in the spring of 2009, he gave hope that a trade embargo begun in the Cold War is finally beginning to thaw. Now, since that time, the Cuban government has eased travel restrictions on its own citizens, and seemingly our relationship with the island nation just off the Florida coast is ever so slowly improving. Yet the one area that a group of Oklahomans has been working on for years has yet to come to fruition: the unfettered flow of Oklahoma agricultural exports to a country of 11 million people in dire need of them. The streets of Havana are filled these days with tourists from all around the world. But among the revelers, a trade delegation from Oklahoma wanting to export food to this island nation just off the Florida coast.
These people have to eat, and we have good products. And the thing that I like about the location is where we are, especially in Oklahoma. We could get our product to the port very easily. We take it to the port anyway and get it here very quickly. Less freight. I mean, freight's a big cost for a lot of ag producers right now.
And that they have done. In the fall of 2004, the first ship in over 40 years arrived in Cuba filled full of Oklahoma wheat. A shipment Oklahoma farmers had hoped would be the first of many more to come. But that hasn't happened.
Our government changed the rules a little bit and made them prepay for the wheat that we bought. When that happened, it really made it a lot more difficult.
Federal obstacles that dried up future sales. Unlike other countries we export to, Cuba must pay in cash before delivery on ships that can't return to the U.S. for a full year, a hurdle that angers Cuban officials and frustrates state leaders.
Well, there is a little bit of frustration that we're not as far as what we would have liked to have been from where we were 6 or 7 years ago. From a geographical location, from a logistical standpoint, this ought to be our market. And we hopefully someday will get to that point. And yes, it has been frustrating, but we are making progress.
Yet everyone here knows that if we are to accomplish true trade between our two countries, the true obstacles no longer lie here in Havana, Cuba, but across the ocean in our nation's capital. Enthusiasm over lifting of the U.S. trade embargo waned among our nation's lawmakers after an American aid worker was sentenced to 15 years in prison for smuggling a satellite phone chip into Cuba. A hardline stance that some believe will only weaken with new leadership. Yet, in February, 81-year-old Raul Castro, brother to 86-year-old Fidel Castro, was elected to what he says will be his final 5-year term as Cuban president. And only then may the trade embargo begin to ease like past travel restrictions have.
We receive 2 million tourists a year, and a little over that this year. And if we get an additional 1.5 to 2 million, conservatively speaking, from the U.S., that will definitely duplicate the figures that we're seeing, not only in people coming, but in revenues.
Revenue, the grain industry believes, could lead to more sales. Tom McCreight is CEO of Equity Marketing.
Any kind of relationship that we can build with any foreign country importer of our commodities is a positive thing. After visiting with some of the authorities here this morning, I feel there is a very good potential that we'll be able to export our hard red winter wheat into Cuba, if not immediately, certainly in the future.
And according to Oklahoma's former Ag Secretary, the opening of the Cuban market is no longer a question of if, but of when.
We feel like we're building a relationship with the leadership in Cuba, and that we're developing that trust. And I think when the market sure opens and we normalize trade with Cuba, that we'll be a step ahead of everyone, because they're going to say, let's call those Oklahoma people. They took us a chance on us early. Now we know they're our friends.
Work that state lawmakers believe will not be wasted if and when the largest export market in the Caribbean opens to U.S. trade.
The scenario I use, regardless of where you're at, a lot is about relationships. When you develop good relationships with individuals and communication exists, you can tackle any problems that confront you in a much better fashion than you can if you have to sit down and later start to get to know these people and open up those relationships.
And opening a new era between two former Cold War rivals. Well, for decades, one of the largest obstacles in normalized relations with Cuba was Cuban Americans, many who fled the island during the communist takeover, and their continued hatred of the Castro regime. But even that has begun to thaw. Just this past month, the Cuba Study Group, which is made up of Cuban American exiles, for the first time called for the relaxing of international sanctions because rather than advancing changes in the island, they now believe the sanctions are only delaying the very economic and political changes that group seeks. Now, when we return, I visit with some lawmakers I accompanied on my trips to Cuba.